Hello, everybody. I wish the music was timed better, but it's still great music. Wait, I don't like interrupt the music. It's not totally the vibe, it's very dramatic. I don't think it's that important that we're here, but yeah, hope you're all having a good one. It is Friday. We're back. Take a week day off. All that good stuff. Nothing to report. I'm actually waiting on something before we get started. Actually, I should probably check that my camera and everything is set up. A bit behind today. Just got busy. Hope you are all having a good one, though. I've not been paying attention to the Olympics. I've heard there's been a bit of a controversy actually with some of the AI advertisements and stuff, which is very disappointing to say the least. Yellow. How's your day going so far, Jims? Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. My allergies have been killing me all day. Think I'm alive? No, I'm gonna cough one more time. Oh, there's athlete dramas? Dramas? Dramas plural? Maybe. What's the drama with the athletes, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, I forgot to turn on one of my lights. Oh god. Eh. Come on. Come on. It's like turning one on and the other off. It's like a strobe. There we go. Got it. Okay. Good to hear. Uh. Oh, I thought the timer was going for a second. Yikes. I'm alive. And actually, we're gonna go back to here. We're gonna go to BRB for a second. I cut my finger on accident, from picking at it, and so I'm gonna go put a band-aid on real quick. There we go. Just like mashed my stream button like 80 times or mute button. Crazy music. I love Frieren's music so much, but I need to find one, like make a playlist without this in here. Guy admitted he cheated on TV. How? Oh my gosh. Jeez. And what's up, Cap? That's that's not a place I would admit to cheating. I mean, I wouldn't cheat, but I don't think I'd admit to cheating on TV either. Goodness. Anyways, actual warm up time, guys. Sorry about the delay. Let's get started. Look at that lighting. Look at that lighting. Blah. Makes me so happy. This is like the perfect drawing setup for me. The only thing I don't like, so I'm a huge proponent of like decrease all friction towards drawing. Make it super easy to, like, the moment you have an idea, it should take you like less than 5 seconds to get to your sketchbook and to get to your favorite utensil, writing utensil. And my blue pencil, which is on my bed right now, because I put all my, I was drawing earlier and put all of it on my bed. I hate sharpening it. The cheater won bronze. Is the Olympics falling off? Is that a thing that's happening? I love big testaments towards people's accomplishments, like challenging oneself, right? I think that's very important. Like sports competition is awesome. But like, I don't know, I feel like whenever I hear of the Olympics, I only hear of the mistakes, of like the logistical mishaps, of the drama. Yeah, I think the Olympics are great, but I don't know. Maybe that's just me. And plus, I mean, I haven't watched them this year, so I mean, this year, as if it happens every year. You know what I mean? Um, and so I could be hating. Yep. Another day. Man, I have so many drawings of I want to do of Puma Dude and Gravel, and I'm scared, guys. I'm scared. And I don't know why I wasn't scared with gravel. Maybe because gravel is my white ibis. Actually, isn't this Stark's theme? Okay, no. But if this was Stark's theme, Stark's whole character is about, despite being afraid, he moves forward. Maybe I should do that. Easier said than done. They're called heroes for a reason. Just call him dude. Puma dude. Puma dude. Puma dude. Girl took a hard fall in a half pipe and ended up getting gold after the announcer said that we're told she left, but then ended up being at the top of the mountain. Holy. That's cool. I think there should be there isn't like a racing formula Olympics activity, right? I would love to see racing in there. Then again, like everyone would need like the same car, right? Or like variations of the same car. So yeah, but because like a big part of Formula is different engineering. It's an engineering challenge so much as it is a sports challenge. Skateboard racing, holy! I meant more so, yeah, car racing. But hey, skateboard racing I didn't even know existed. So, yo, what's up, Bear? If you guys, I mean, I believe this may sound a little bit silly, but I legit believe any of us can compete in the Olympics in some way, right? Or at least try to. We could pursue it. But if you guys could pursue a sport to perfection, to where you'd be able to compete on a stage like that, what Olympic sport would you guys be a part of if you could? What one do you find most interesting? My drawings got worse. No. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Maybe when I was younger, I actually thought that. But like it's funny because the longest time I've drawn in my life is right now. But like when I was younger, a year for, a 13-year-old, 12-year-old is much longer than a year for a 20-something-year-old. Badminton, because it's the only sport I did competitively and sucked at it. Dude, I'd do volleyball. Some girl on TikTok is doing out of shape Olympics where she's trying best of her ability to do all the events. That's cool as hell. Wait, can we normalize that? Can that just be a thing that everyone does? Like, let's make an app. Actually, no, because competing against other people, you're competing against yourself in that sense. Skiing, tricks, or volleyball. Skiing, dude. I love skiing. I want to try snowboarding. Snowboarding and skiing are very expensive casually. But going back to what Kat said, yeah. I think the difference between me when I was a kid and I thought, oh, I got worse, and me now who hasn't really seen that, is I don't really judge my art that way anymore. I don't really look at it qualitatively like that. Because if you say like, oh, I got worse, then you better have like a qualitative thing. Because like that means you're just no longer following a habit. You go skiing the 7th? Heck yeah. Story time. 2 stories. 2 skiing stories for chat. I called you guys chat, my apologies. I went skiing one time in a Wolf Mountain in Colorado. I believe that's the name of it. I was very young at the time, and my parents put me. There's like a daycare. It's basically a daycare for children where they teach you how to ski. They feed you while like your parents go off and actually ski. And so I was in that daycare, and all they fed us is Dixie cups, the tiny cups of water, and you could only get a couple for some odd reason. And little Dixie cup of thawed veggies. That was it. Thawed like canned vegetables, like peas, carrots, squash. Um, Now I'm going to tell you guys about a little something called mountain sickness. Mountain sickness occurs very easily if you don't drink water. And if you have, if you're not adjusted to high elevations, and if you eat crap that will upset your stomach. So safe to say the way back down was not a pleasant one for baby Kavel. Um, that was tough. And I think it was either that same time or maybe another time. I skied a blue. For those who don't know, skiing has different levels. There's green, blue, black, maybe somewhere, and there's like diamond, double diamond, whatever. I don't know all of it. But I skied a blue for the first time as a kid, and I was following my dad, and then I accidentally went down like a more difficult blue path, and I was going so fast. And there was like a fork, right? A fork in the road. And I didn't, like, I don't know what I was thinking, but I just didn't move. And there was a couple standing at the very pinnacle of the fork. I fall over and sidewind these, like, I clothesline them. Like, I'm on the ground sliding 20 miles an hour, and, like, they're both standing, and I just hit them and freaking like clothesline them into the ground. I felt so bad, and I was like crying. My dad was like coming over and apologizing. Oh, that was rough. I turned into a projectile that day. Yeah. Tried to black path and couldn't get on the lift. That's real. That's like, hey, that's a warning, you know? That's like a, hey, if you're not willing for this part, then probably not for Black Diamond right now. I think that's a good, like, deterrence. I think a good decision was made that day. My dad loves skiing. He's totally into it. In fact, he may be going skiing soon. I'm not sure. I'm more of a go-kart gal, if I had to pick a thing. I get very aggressive with go-karting. I act like I'm a Formula driver. I'm not. I'm good at driving. Like following the race line, overtaking. I love it. Pushing the limits of the little thing that I'm in. 10 out of 10 when you wiped out. The hardest part about skiing, this isn't true, but the hardest part about skiing is getting back up. Because it can be humbling when you wipe out. And you're out of energy, and you're low on oxygen, and you're tired. Skiing like tests every muscle in your body. But yeah, it will really, really humble you, and you got to be able to take the blows to enjoy that spring. You go-karted years ago and kept crashing. I go-karted, so I went on a luge in Singapore, which just downhill go-karting, and I'm not sure if I told this story on stream already, but I refused to use the brakes on the entire way down. And I take like the racing line, like a really sharp corner on one, because I'm trying to, you know, optimize. And then like, since I took that so hard, my cart started drifting and I just slammed into the wall on the side. I don't regret it. I was laughing the whole time. That was fun. The other time I went actually go-karting, I got in a ton of trouble because I kept like being really aggressive. I didn't hit anybody, but I was driving aggressively and forcing people to let me overtake. So yeah. There's pictures of it. Sadly, I didn't get a good video of me getting sidewinded, whatever it's called, sidewinded. But like I loved it. I would share pictures and videos of me in it, but I hated my outfit that day, so you guys don't get to see that. I had a lot of fun. It was weirdly expensive though. For like 3 rides, it was like $20-something. For what it was worth. It was very like Weenie Hut Jr. Go back and redo it, please. On it. I'll wear my best. Going down there in a tux. Speaking of Singapore, I got a Ram Rocco shirt, or whatever is it Ram Rocco? Nope. What is it? Pompoko, sorry. Pompoko. It's a Ghibli movie. from like the 80s or 90s, and there's a bunch of Tanuki in there. I have a Tanuki shirt. He has his balls out. I love this shirt. It's so Tanuki. I love it. I'll show this shirt in a second. Oof, that was off. I really love the design on the back of it. You're right. Also, like, yeah, so I got it from Uniqlo and it was like very cheap over there. It was like 10 American dollars. This is it. Oh, you can't really see them. Here's the Tanuki. It's like very pixelated. Oh, wait, there's a more. Here we go. Look at that. There he is. So this is on the breast pocket, which is like, I love it a ton. Look at him. And then right here is the back. It's a great shirt. I love it. It's just they only had mediums, and my actual size is a medium. Like I can fit into mediums, but I like big oversized shirts. So I felt like very constricted, very exposed all of today. But I really wanted to wear the shirt. I don't like form fitting stuff. Like I don't get skinny jeans. However, I'm a fake fan because I have not watched that Ghibli movie. If anyone asked me about it today, I'd be like, like name 3 songs. My lips are suffering. Boo. Took you 2 watches, but you liked it. I may need to get on that tonight. I lied. I asked a bunch of you guys for sad movies, and I didn't watch it last night because my Monkey actually bought me Megabonk. I was like, oh wait, I'll play that. I plan on watching a sad movie either tonight or tomorrow. Or not even a sad movie, but I just want a good cry. So very huge of him, yeah. Very kind of him. Shout out Monkey for that. He's a subscriber to the channel and he freaking bought me a $10 game. That's ridiculous. Your oil prince. I actually fought with him on it. I was like, hey, don't get me this. He was like, you better freaking accept it. I was like, fine. Fact about Kavel, I hate presents. I hate gifts. Unless it's like my birthday or Christmas. I don't like gifts. Shout out Monkey for real. Ooh, that was a very big degree change. Why did I do all that? He hates gifts. No, I meant like GIFs, like the things that are playing in chat right now. Hate them. Oh, you mean GIFs? Yeah, instant ban to anybody who corrects me on that. Like it's actually hard coded into the stream. New game. New game came out. I'm gonna talk about that once we do a plane, a little bit more of a warm up. Cause guys, I'm normal about this. I'm so normal. It's basically God of War, but the main character is a giant buff chicken dude. Like, come on. And it looks like a god sim. Like, just dude is hacking and slashing. It's on the PS4, PS5. It was the PlayStation thing. I would stream it, like I actually would want to, but I don't. YouTube gets mad at me for that kind of stuff. Ah, yikes. Heck yeah. I'm gonna show pictures of the dude because I think I'm gonna draw him. Just it comes to the question when it comes to like fur, feathers, really anything like that, of should you show muscle, right? Because like with fur, sure, you'll see a bit of like, especially in the silhouette, maybe some deviation, but you don't get those nice shadows as easily because it all packs like that. You've been 3D printing things for people, huge. If I make you a gravel 3D model, will you 3D print it? Wasn't I joking about wanting to make a 3D gravel thing a while ago and printing it? Oh yeah, the chess piece, the gravel chess piece. Freaking that's gravel with his yiddies hanging out. Yeah, this little guy. That'd actually be kind of epic. I don't really know how you do the nose, unless I like. Hmm. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I want to show pictures of Chicken Dude because freaking, come on, come on, get out of here, get out of here. Wait, get out of here as well. What is even? It's called like the windlass, which is funny because chickens can't fly. Game, yeah, here we go. I mean, freaking. Okay, this is a crusty picture, but look at him, dude. I'm normal. Yeah, the biggest image I could find. All the images are. He kind of looks like a Fortnite character. Gives me Fortnite vibes. I don't know why. Okay, no, complete total aura farming chicken dude. He's making me question because like gravel, there's like no beginning and end between his like very gangly hands and then the forearm. And if I was ever gonna change it, I was planning on just doing like a cusp right here, like a glove. And then his feet are also. I'm stealing designs here. Because like at the calves, is this the best picture I can get? That sucks. It's gonna be like tiny, tiny. Okay. Something's going on down there, but it's like really, really pixelated. And then even in the first drawings of gravel, wherever that notebook is. Ah! Oh wait, guys, I don't need a notebook. You can go to kavelbabble.com and scroll to Gravel Volume 1 and copy the picture there, because you'll see in the original drawing of gravel. Look how high quality that is. Oh my god. You'll see that I actually wanted to do like an end and a start to the little feats, but I didn't know how to do it. Um, and so that's something I always wanted to do, and of course the very gangly freaking hands. I always love those, right? Um, so yeah, that's how Chicken Dude is really influencing my style there. Cool, cool. So, you guys know the drill. We're gonna do 2 minutes of BRB. We're gonna do that and then come back and work on the stapler. And I have some stuff to talk about there. So, be right back, everybody. Not gonna lie, guys. I forgot to hit the ad break button. I was like, why is the ad timer not on? Okay, anyways, be right back for real. Cool, cool. We're back, and I'm writing down something. Cool, cool. So, quick chat. We have a lot to talk about. So, not a quick chat. Who knows? We'll talk and work. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Art is hard. I'm not sure if you guys knew that. Not because of the physical drawing and the penmanship required for traditional art, but also learning, just the process of learning, and the process of accepting your work and your performance. It's a self-mediated sport for those who do it as a hobby, don't really like go to school or sell it. Art sucks, in all honesty, and you should never do it. I'm gonna change the music because I want something a bit chill. We'll do. Mm, mm. Dude, I'm out of it with music. I've been really. I'm not feeling it. We need one more try. Oh, that's a little bit silly. Um, Jim's is like I have to go in 10 minutes, and Kavel's just gonna spend this whole time picking out music. Oh, okay. Bear said yay, so we'll stick with it. I thought it was a bit too silly. Cool, cool. Is it loud? I've been messing with the audio recently. Cool, cool. So yeah, we're gonna kind of work and talk because last stream, as you guys know, I messed up a line, and that sucks. And so I've had plenty of time to think about it, how that affects me, how we're gonna do everything going forward, to sit on it. Ooh, that's another thing that I wanna. Cool, cool. So, as you guys know, I just mentioned Kavel Babble. That also serves as a blog. I don't really expect anyone to. I got an email the other day that the website has had 10,000 visits, which something's going on there. I don't know what's happening there, but something's happening. Um, Maybe someone's like trying to DDoS it or something. Who knows? Or maybe because I put links to it whenever people load Discord and scroll past it, it registers as a page view. But even 10,000, that doesn't make sense even there. Who knows? But maybe maybe it counts like DNS checks. Yes, it serves as a blog, and so recently, as I've been in a bit of a weird spot with art, just thinking about stuff, nothing bad, just in a weird spot, I'd say. I've been like making a list of like the most important like philosophical things, concepts I've had to use and apply to art. I don't like numbers in the sense of like here's 5 things that you have to do. What's so sacred about 5, right? Or like 7 or 3 or whatever. And so like the goal here was just kind of write down things that I've either talked about on stream or have made a noticeable impact on my art and the way I perceive it. And so I have 7 things so far. I'll read through them very quickly, and then the actual blog will be dedicated towards speaking more on those things. But if I had to like, as of right now, give basically like the most important things I think for at least a beginner artist and what has helped me the most, it would be these. Number 1, give it time and be fair to yourself. And here, maybe I'll read these and then talk about them as I work. I think that's good. So we're gonna take a pause on that actually and talk about this first. I mean, and that actually applies directly to this. Give it time. I noticed that I messed up, and from history of both knowing myself personally and seeing how I do art, whenever I mess up or I'm very flustered and confused about something, it's really a good sign just to take a step back. Not that like I'm gonna get angry, tear up the paper, or cry or anything. It's just because like my brain is very focused on one thing right now, and I need to disassociate from that, take everything in, look at the problem in a different perspective, right? And so that's what I did 2 streams ago, or last stream 2 days ago. Because yeah, problems don't solve themselves when you stay away from them, but they get much more clear, right? So that's a big facet there. And we're gonna get started. Walk and talk. We're gonna be working on the side today. And I forgot I had Genshin in here. I love the Leeway? Is that the I don't know. Jade Moon Upon a Sea of Clouds. Whatever album this is, I stole it and I like it a lot. So oh yeah, we're gonna be doing the top. So nothing too crazy. We're gonna be doing we're gonna start with horizontal. I think I ended up using these measurements. We don't need them right here, actually. The only measurements that we actually need are the 48ths, the 24ths, the 6th, and the 12ths. So let's start with that 24th and 48th. Yes, something like this. Actually, I'll keep it right there. So we have that in our pure ref. So yeah, I just, a lot of art, and a very important part of art, is learning about yourself and what helps you be the best you in that term. There is a quote that I've been wanting to add really bad to this, but I can't find the origin of. And I've been struggling. It was a YouTube video. And it was like when I first started drawing, maybe 2023, 2024. And it's a YouTuber, a male, and they said explicitly, or like very close to this, which is art isn't just the process of becoming better at drawing or music or whatever, it's the process of becoming a better person. You have to hold yourself accountable, you have to examine yourself and be mindful, you have to build habits, communicate with others, all these good virtues. And I think that's true. Which leads me to... Did I not write it down? Oh yeah, my 6th point, which is art doesn't happen in a vacuum. This is meant to parallel Uncomfortable statement, which is don't do art in a vacuum, right? Like constantly ask other people, validate all that good stuff, which I think is true and good. Let's see this line. We need blue and green happens from intersection with this quarter, and green happens somewhere. I don't know where. Oh, right here. So we need this line and this line. Um, but art doesn't happen in a vacuum. Is that uh, it's really easy to forget that you're like a human being. If you're like me, where you know I make art a very sacred part of my day, and so the world just kind of disappears for a lot of it, or at least like the assignments, the schoolwork, the job interviews, the chores, the whatever, right? Um, but that doesn't mean they're gone. I'm not thinking about them. So I could still, be stressed about things. It's like going to the gym after not eating for a day. You're gonna perform differently, even if you're not thinking about food while at the gym. It's gonna change your gym experience permanently for that session, I guess. Um, and so like whenever there's like an artist low, and I put quotes around it just to describe like any period where like it's a rough spot with your art. Look at your life as well, and it's not that like your life has to be perfect. No one's life is perfect or anything like that, but it's never just that you're a bad artist and you'll never be better. You just had a bad day, right? Think about it like that. And I think that's a good thing to remind ourselves. And it's just a good, practice in mindfulness to examine your day. Now, let's see, we did that right here. Yeah. So yeah, that one's a very important one to me. Let me pull up the list. Number 2. This one's my most controversial one, but it's also the one I'm most passionate about. Passion in a sense of like it's even if it's controversial and I feel like people would give me like push back against it and like have decent arguments, which I'd love to hear. Right? Like I want to hear arguments against it. Is like no matter. This is a trend I've fallen victim to a lot beyond just art. No matter like how many art texts or YouTube videos or whatever you read, that will never incite an aha moment that drastically changes your art. Or like no tool that you buy, no pen, nothing. Nothing except for actually drawing and putting those theories to the test. Where the rubber meets the road. None of that will do it. And I've fallen victim to this. I've seen my friends fall victim to this. And it honestly like kind of makes me annoyed because like people, you tell them I've done this in engineering. I tell someone something and they're like, oh, it all makes sense now. I'm like, does it? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, okay, good, awesome. And then like they go do it and it doesn't make sense, or it doesn't work, which sucks. You want things to work like that. Yeah. So no top 10 tricks YouTube video, no set of warm-ups, none of it. Or I mean, warm-ups can help. Drawing exercises can help. But none of that is a replacement or even, I'd say, sufficient for seeing that change that you want to see. And that's also why I'm a bit resistant towards art tutorials nowadays, especially after that one Zapata video that, is it Zapped or Zapata? I think it's Zapata. I always don't know why. That Bear sent, which is like, don't watch YouTube. Don't watch YouTube artists from the YouTube artist, Steven Zapata. But yeah, that one's that one may go to number 1, but the give it time one is very important to me as well. Give it time and don't be and be fair to yourself, right? Take a break. No, you don't have an art competition tomorrow, and if you do, it's not worth your pride. You are a person beyond that. I want to put something in here. There's another Zapata video I watched that really changed my perspective. I need to find it. He's basically talking about like you don't need to learn this X, Y, and Z in art if you just want to do this with your art. That's like a really bad summation, but that's what I remember. But yeah, let's see. Number 3. I've talked about this one a lot on stream. This is the friction that builds great artists. That is the quote. I can't remember if I stole it. I'm pretty sure I came up with it, so copyright and all that good stuff. But it's something to say to yourself whenever the times get tough and you don't really, you feel like quitting, I guess. The statement has a lot of power behind it because you're saying this. The feelings I feel right now, you acknowledge those feelings. This right now is the thing that must be overcome. How'd you balance, actually need to use a tutorial, make sure you learn everything from it so you can abandon it. You need to use a tutorial, make sure you learn everything from it so you can abandon it. Could you elaborate on the abandon it part? Because what I'm getting so far is like, sometimes you actually do need tutorials, which I agree with. Yeah, I'm a little bit lost on the abandon it part. And I have a knee-jerk response, which I think, that's at least how I approach it, but which may not be the right way, of course. See, that looks to be our 24th epic sauce. My That's fine, it's fine. So what I understand, from what I understand about it, is like the question you're asking is that, like, you know, these are still helpful, but we also need to make sure, you know, that we're not falling susceptible to this idea that all of our art has changed forever and it's perfect. Or like, you know, we leveled up. I don't like gamifying art, I think. That's a new thing I've been thinking about. I don't like the gamification of it. But if you mean your question like that, then I'd say, you know, treat it with a bit of impartiality, right? Like with skepticism. Like, oh, you give me this tip, okay, let me test that, and then I'll actually believe you, right? And that even comes with like more objective content, like learning how to do fish point perspective. You have to do this as like, let's see if you're actually right, and then you do it, right? That gets you actually doing the thing, rather than just sitting there and being like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I'm now going to be the best artist ever because I learned the Loomis method, right? And that also like includes, and this is the mistake I made when I was younger, when I bought a Udemy course for $15, and it was like how to draw eyes, and I followed along with the video, and I made this awesome looking shaded eye, and I was like, holy crap, I'm an epic awesome artist now. And I tried doing it on my own without a follow along, and it sucked. Because like I didn't learn anything, I just did what they did. So yeah, my best response to that is treat, because we all have to have tutorials. We need to learn from somewhere. So treat it with skepticism. You know, trust but verify is a common phrase you'd hear. Okay, that's my 2 cents. Let's see. Oh yeah. The true difficulty of a thing reveals itself the first. Oh no, that's a different one. Where is it? Yeah, this is the friction that makes great artists. Yeah, so it's a mantra I tell myself whenever I'm really struggling. Because like everyone gives up at some point, I guess, right? Or a lot of people. You know, there was a curve. There was a curve, and once you get to the, you know, 1 standard deviation, 2 standard deviations, things fall off. Why? Why does that happen? Well, we don't really know what that point is. Maybe it's time, maybe it's difficulty, who knows? But there's a friction there that dissuades people from doing what they want to do, and they fall off. So being able to point it and say, that is it, that's what I have to overcome. If I just bear through this, and do my best, and survive. You're worried in the stage of that, the friction? Yeah, and sadly, this quote doesn't help. Like, what is the friction? How do I overcome it? It just says that's it. The first step in solving a problem is recognizing that there is one, which is easier said than done. Now the other steps of solving a problem, I don't know, man. But yeah, and maybe What was the quote your internet went kaput? This is the friction that makes great artists. And now be careful with that one though, because great artist. What does it mean to be great? Can be maybe you don't need to be a great artist in the first place, if that makes sense. Like, I want to make things that make me happy, that make me, like I said, I picked up art to express myself. Or I picked up art for a selfish reason, and then I learned I can express myself with it. I'm like, holy crap. Who would have told me this? So we're going to be tested for what we want. There comes a point, from what I've recognized in every hobby, where you start getting pushback, where it's no longer as easy or as fun as it once was. And I don't think that's because anything got harder. Or you're just going towards like a more high skill area. You've got to adapt. So yeah, we can at least point towards it. But maybe I should put a huge caveat in that one, saying, hey, you don't need to be a great artist, or the definition of a great artist can change. Maybe it's just the person who knows themselves well and can express themselves. Maybe that's for me. Who knows? Let's see, next one. I'm going very out of order here. Number 5. I got this quote from what I thought was the Tao Te Ching, which is the text of Taoism, but I couldn't find the origin. I thought it was from like chapter 64 or 63 of the Tao Te Ching. And I also had a book at the time called the 365 Tao. It's like Tao meditations and stuff. You read it every day. And I thought it was from that. I need to get my copy of it. But it goes along the lines as the true difficulty of a thing reveals itself the first day you fail to complete it. It's easy to pick up new hobbies. It's the easiest thing to pick up a new hobby, but to stick with it is so difficult. And in the time that I've been doing this YouTube channel and in Drawbox, I've seen so many people be like, I'm going to draw every day and do this and like have very strong and bold claims. And then they fall off in like a month, and you hate to see it. I want to see these people like thrive. And where does that happen? Well, the first day you fail to do it, you're like, oh crap, that's what it takes. Like the first day you fail to go to the gym, even though you should have, you're like, oh man. Right, and the first day you fail to do a thing, that could be, the first day you stop going to the gym. So that leads into my seventh quote, which is commit to one thing. I want to find a more like better way of wording this. But in doing YouTube and stuff, I've seen so many people like pick up 80 things at once. And I'm saying pick up a language, not because anyone specifically has done it, but I've seen it a lot. They pick up like a language, working out, drawing, computer programming, like music, like all this different stuff. I'm like, holy crap, I would love to have that much time in the day. And they have a job and they're in school. And like, there's no harm in like doing a bunch of stuff that you like, but starting it all at once, you're biting off so much. So like, make it easier for yourself to succeed. This isn't that you'll never be a singer or pick up music or whatever. It's just like, give yourself the time, right? Give yourself the time and the space to grow. My therapist has used the analogy of like bubbles in a box. Everything in your life takes up a bubble instead of a box, and they grow and shrink in priority and time. So if you invest all of your time into work, then your bubbles for, health and personal time and friends and all that, it's going to shrink. Or if they try to compete, everything's going to pop, right? One of them will. You don't really want that. So, the best way to do it is when you're starting a new hobby, make it small, make it tiny, make it so easy, so small that it's like impossible not to do it. And then let that bubble grow and let everything slowly shift around. And then when you're ready, you can start a new one. So I've been taking a break with doing art seriously because I'm prioritizing other things at the moment, but I still do art on and off. Heck yeah. And I feel like that goes really well with the number one thing, which is give it time, right? We may not know right now what's causing the friction or any of that stuff or blah, blah, blah. So letting that bubble sit there and kind of shrink and grow as it needs to be until we come back to it. I think that's valid. I think that was all of them. Oh, number 4. I don't need to explain this one. Number 4 is white ibis. I think white ibis, if there was one secret trick to drawing, I do legit think it's white ibis. Even though I just said there's no secret trick to drawing. Because now I want everybody, even though it's probably only Bear here, to be like, white ibis, I'll see if that actually works. And then they go try it and do it and experiment and see if it actually works for them or not. Not just blindly accept, now with white ibis, I'll become the best. Yeah, Struthless gets so much of the credit there. At first, I was like, oh, this isn't too helpful. Draw the same thing every day. That's bad for you. He wasn't drawing the same thing every day. He was using it as a vehicle, as a medium to become a much better artist, much more comfortable artist. So I only have respect for him in that regard. He gets the big ol' credit for that, and Bear gets partial credit for truncating the name to white ibis. Because I think that's a very cool way of putting it. Everyone knows when you're talking about when you say white ibis. Yeah, I think that's all of them. I did kind of briefly go over one that I may add. Which I can't, I said it during my rant. Oh yeah, decreasing friction. So like, I said this at the start of stream, I need to add that to there, is like make drawing easy. Right? Make it so, you know, it only, like, from having an idea to wanting to draw it to drawing it should only take like 10 seconds. Max. 30 seconds. Right? You shouldn't have to like pull out your chair, or maybe you do, who knows, and like find your sketchbook, open to the correct page, find the right pen you want to use, have a pen, have your favorite pen out, have your favorite sketchbook out, and your chair ready to go, right? Carry that thing on you like a nuclear football. So I need to add the friction thing in there. Yeah, I agree. Like, one thing that was stopping me from working on Pumadoo today was sharpening my pencil. I was like, dude, I don't want to sharpen my pencil. I just want to draw. So I need to figure out a way of solving that, because I love my blue pencil so much. It's just hand sharpening it like that is a bit tough. But like every pencil I would have to sharpen. So hit or miss right there, but I think that's all of them. I don't want to like inject any that I don't truly believe in yet. I don't think I have any others. I've been really picking my brain to be like, what are things I've talked about on stream before that have actually made a difference? And I can't really tell you them, so I don't think I ought to. Yeah. And I'm still trying to find the origins of a lot of these quotes. I'd say maybe half are mine and half are other people's. Yeah, give it time is mine. Slash a recommendation that a very close person to me told me a long time ago. Reading art will never bring an immediate revelation. That one is me and a like personal gripe I have, but I feel like Zapata. Oh my god, guys, Zapata champions that well. You will not believe. Weevil update. Come here. No, come here. Come here. You're not getting away. Okay, he's in my thumbnail. There are weevils everywhere in my apartment. I don't know what they're up to or why they are here, but they are like everywhere. What's going on? Oh god. What is with this weevil shenanigans? Ugh. Anyways, I'll be right back. Should have probably stopped the timer for it. When I was disposing of the weevil, my roommate was outside, so he's like, "Oh, I want to see it." I was like, "Okay." Anyways, that's a weevil, everybody. They're freaking everywhere. It was right next to my windowsill, but they've been appearing in my bathroom. I don't have any windows in my bathroom, so I don't know where they're coming from. It's very annoying. They don't do anything bad, just I really don't want to deal with them getting into my my pantry and stuff. So there has been a bit of a weevil warfare as of recent. Also, that fake eating noise, that sucked. I could do better. No, never mind, I can't. But they are tiny. We're so used to seeing like these very, very close pictures of them. And I bet there's bigger weevils out there, but the weevils I got are tiny, tiny. Also, I'm going to cough. There we go. I coughed. See a little schnoz. Yeah, this one doesn't have like a big schnoz. It is a tiny one. They are cute, and I'm very glad to. If I was gonna have a pest in my apartment, I'm glad it's them. But I'd rather like leaf-footed bug or something, even though they're big. Leaf-footed bugs are pretty epic. All right, let's see. We have our those, and this. Cool. Now we just need our 12ths. This way, which is gonna be a little bit tough. How do we do that? We basically just do a 6th again. And instead of mirroring it, should I do the entire thing? Let's see. What does it take? Oh, geez, this is a little bit complicated. Let's see. You get the last 12th at the end of each of these, which kind of sucks. But what we need is the diamond. These lines are spawned from the intersection between the diamond and the bottom diagonals. That gives you these lines, and then their intersection with the true diagonals give us the horizontal lines. And then the horizontal lines intersection with the diamond is that. Okay, so we'll do both sides of the diamond. Yeah. Take a sip of water. Epic sauce. Let's get to it. Yipes. So we're going to do our diamond. I did want to include stuff on the philosophy about like internal and external validation. But it just doesn't feel right to put there. Cuz like that's probably the easiest thing to say and the hardest thing to do in all of art. What's up? Music? This is some really dramatic music. Genshin. Did I just cue my Genshin playlist? Like it's going crazy style. Genshin has some like I'm not sure how rated it is, but if you were to ask me, Genshin's music is underrated. People don't talk about it enough. Genshin has the money to get like the biggest bands, the best bands. Go crazy. Go stupid. What next? We want to get those edges, which is diamond to diagonal. It's right here. Skyrim music. My friends and I were playing this game where it gives you a screenshot and you have to guess what game it is. So it'll give you like a screenshot of like GoldenEye 007. You have to guess it. And it'll give you hints like this game was released in this year or had this score on Metacritic. They got violent. They got like were yelling at me because like you could choose to. It's like Wordle basically. Oh my god, they were like angry. They were vicious people. I did not know they had that in them. Wait a second. Okay, yeah. I'm so what? The true diagonal intersect. This. Okay, so we have this dot and we want to see where it intersects the true diagonal, which means we're just going to draw it down. We could draw it both. I don't really think we need to, because that would just be confusing. Cool. What else? Um, 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 um. Oh wait, no, I did miss one of my philosophy things. No, no, no. Commit to one thing was the last. Yeah, yeah. Commit to one thing. And I'm not saying this to spite Cat. It's just a trend that I've seen a lot. This is probably the biggest trend I've seen amongst beginner artists. They are trying to learn art and they are trying to learn Japanese at the same time. And I think it's just like a cultural, like a nerdy cultural thing, not nerd in a derogatory sense. But like anyone who enjoys anime is probably doing that, and anyone who enjoys anime is also probably wants to learn how to draw. So there's just a ton of overlap there. Man, it is. I did it too in high school, right? But I was trying to learn like tons of languages. It wasn't for the sake of drawing any of that. But now it's French. Heck yeah. And hey, power to you guys. I just think the best way to learn. I'm gonna. This is all to say. I'm gonna take Spanish immersive learning once I'm out of college because I've been wanting to learn Spanish for ages. Like I can read a little bit of it, and I can speak a little bit of it, very little. But yeah, and the public school system completely failed me in the regards of that. Now learning German immersively, that's why I'm like so set on the immersive stuff, is learning German immersively completely changed the game. So true diagonal here. I kind of want to draw Sam and Max. I don't know why, but that's also been on the mind. I haven't drawn like characters beyond Gravel in a minute. Splinky music. Oh, I love these guys. Listen to Matilda in French. I actually watched a French art project earlier today. It's a horror short. There just wasn't much French speaking in it. If you want, I can send it to you. It's a pretty good body horror, or like animal body horror. Exquisite today. Wow. What's up, Dio? We're doing good. How about you? It's an okay. Like I didn't send it just because it's an okay horror short. Nothing too. I don't mean in a mean way, but like advanced. You know, nothing too impressive happened there. But it was fun. I'll send it. It's very like think Wendigo type stuff. You're bored and your body hurts. Why does your body hurt? And it seems every time, frequently, whenever you show up to streams, you're bored. Sleeping is an option. I know, right? I'm always interested. Any lucky woman to be your Valentine? I wouldn't call any any woman lucky to be my Valentine. No. Yeah. That's any lucky person to be your Valentine? Dio? That sounds horrible. That's like I wouldn't call any woman lucky to be with me. That just sounds your girlfriend. Heck yeah. Well, I hope you two have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Hydrate will do. Once we put this line down. It's actually funny. Like I was texting one of my friends today. Like my sister, she got me a cake today, a little cake. What happened to my thumb? I was picking at it. I have a bad habit. Um, she got me a little cake for Valentine's Day, a bunt cake, and I was like, I'm a I'm a computer scientist. I like birds, and I draw in my free time. And my sister has to get me Valentine's Day bunt cakes. And he was like, "Yeah, it's kind of giving boy failure right now." I was like, "Hey, man." I was like, damn. No, shout out my sister. That was really kind of her. I wish I made more of a deal out of it. I was kind of in a sour mood earlier, but I should have like really thanked her more for that. That was very kind. Boy failure is crazy. It was funny. It was really funny. I've never heard boy failure before that. And like, and it stung, but like in a really funny way. Funny because it's true type beat. You don't know how your girlfriend will like your present though. I would be a person who's like, "Oh, it'll be fine," but like I've seen some really crappy Valentine's Day gifts. I feel like you're a step above the rest because you remembered that it's Valentine's Day. So I feel like that's already a great thing, and you'll do well in that regard. Plenty of people forget, which is sad. Um, but yeah, I legit hope. I hope it goes well, and I have a feeling it will. If you put the effort in, and it isn't like awful, which I really doubt, I would have no fear. I kind of want to like read through stories of bad Valentine presents now. I'm not sure if we're allowed to ask what it is, Dio, but if we are, I would love to hear it. But uh like I really wonder what like some of the worst, some of the most awful ones are. Of course, yeah. However, I am a Twitch streamer, and I'm a Twitch streamer, and I don't have a partner. So bear that in mind for who you're asking. Bear may have a better opinion, but cruise. I'm not gonna lie. If my partner got me a cruise thing, I would not be. I'm sorry. I'm gonna rant. I don't like cruises. I'm not even scared of boats or the ocean or anything. I don't care about that. Just I don't want to be stuck in a metal box on the ocean with a bunch of other people. Roses, of course. Great start. Great start. Have you heard the stories of people like getting like sick? Like, yeah, I don't think I need to say it on stream. But like getting really sick and making everyone else sick. I think it was literally called the poop cruise. The poop cruise from hell. I think there's a video on it that I watched named that. So like, yeah, right. Need I say more? Also, do you see me catch that? That was gangster. Oh, I need to take that sip of water. The poop cruise, dude. Yeah, that's like, ugh. And they're like, so much money for what? Right? Like, what am I getting from this? Chanel perfume. Okay, nice. I think that's great. I think that's awesome. Especially if you tell the story. It's like, hey, and I wanted to make sure this is great, so I talked to the shop owners. I feel like that personal touch is always really cool. Then the big present already. Here we go. You're going two for two right now. Let's get it. I'm hyped, and then I have a rant about perfume as well. Let's see what's done. This was supposed to be square, and it isn't. Why is that? I just realized. Oh wait, we muddled. Where's the page that we used with our ratio? Oh yeah, here. Huh? It should be correct. So we probably did something wrong. I know, right? He's typing it out. He's like, Cavel's gonna do a drawing of us live on stream. That's the final present. That'd be so awkward. You're both just sitting there as this like mediocre like beginner artist. Like, it's crap. Like it looks bad. Oh, that would be bad. Watch it. Oh, I really hope that's not what Dio plans now. Like they write their names on it. It's like misspelled. Sorry, I'm just thinking of like all the ways that Valentine's Day could go wrong. 8 by 2, which is a ratio of 4. So if we get a 48th, a 12th should make a square, but it doesn't. 48th. That's a quarter. How many quarters are an eighth? 8 inches. There's 4 times 8, 32. That's like a 32nd. So I think it's just our ratios that are off. I'm pretty sure we did that. It's just like human error at this point. Dio gets secondhand embarrassment. Dude, he's building it up. Maybe he fell asleep. Fell asleep in the middle of typing it. I wouldn't blame. Oh man, if I was like an actual content streamer, I'd be pulling up Reddit right now and like looking at like r/Valentine fails. Is that a thing? Wait, I'm gonna actually look that up. I'm just curious. I will read one. Okay, we're gonna finish this, and we're gonna read one Valentine's fail. This sounds like hard copium, and it really isn't. It's just I find stuff like that really funny. It's secondhand embarrassment funny. Like that's the same reason I love Germa and Poke so much. It's because they're gods of secondhand embarrassment. I love that kind of humor. Your girlfriend needed me. Oh, don't let her look at the stream with all your present ideas. They own it. Yes. I'm gonna do a quick story time while Dio types. Before I went to college, they had like this little like introduction camp. You just hang out at a camp and you learn about like the college and you meet new friends. It's really just a way of you getting to know people on campus. And we had like leaders. They were like juniors or sophomores at the college that would like lead our camp. And at the end of the camp, one of the leaders was like, "Everybody, I have a special announcement." And then he got on his leg and went to like the other female camp, and he was like, "Will you marry me?" in front of everybody. Like he had a ring and everything, and everyone's like, "Oh!" Like it goes quiet. He proposed in front of like 300 people, and she goes, "No." And everyone's like, I felt my soul leave my body when she said no, and she like put her hands up to her mouth, and then she started rapping, and he started rapping. It was a bit. It was an elaborate bit. Oh my god, it got all of us. Dude, I felt like I was gonna faint. Everyone started screaming. Like it was, oh, I cannot describe how surreal it was. But yeah, it wasn't an actual proposal. It was a bit. And what a bit, dude. That changed my life because I love bits now. I was at my favorite taco shop, with my former roommates. I love those guys. And one of them said, "Hey, odds are you ask a random person where your order is, like not one of the source servers." And he lost the odds are, so he like pulls this random dude aside. He's like, "Hey, do you know where our food is?" And the guy's like, I don't work here," and walks off. It's so good. Another time, there was like a bunch of people wearing green. It was like a high school reunion or something, or whatever. And the same dude loses as an odds are, and he had to go and ask one of them if they're in town for the green convention, which is just so stupid. I'm shaking my lines because I'm laughing so hard. So like he pulls this random high schooler aside, is like, "Hey, I see all this green. Are you guys in town for the green convention?" And the dude can't even form a sentence. He's like, yeah, and he just walks away. We held, we held it. He walks away. We wait till he's far enough, and we just break down laughing. I currently have an odds are stacked against me. Next time I go out to eat with my friend, whenever we get the food, I have to go itadakimasu, like really loud in front of everyone. The only caveat is it doesn't have to be an Asian restaurant. It could be any restaurant, but I have to like clap my hands and say that in front of everyone, and he'll pay me $10. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I love it. I love it. I know, right? Isn't that good? The first ones I said were like kind of, dude, Dio with the third gift. I'm like, I'm in suspense, you know? But yeah, no, so good stuff. I love bits. I love secondhand embarrassment. Mostly when it's not me, but I can get through it. I've done some stuff. Pandora necklace ring, armband. Necklace ring, armband. That's 3 things. Set. Okay. From Beauty and the Beast, her favorite show, and bought her some more Disney charms. Heck yeah, I think that's really nice. That's a super personal gift. Let me look these up, because the design really matters when it comes to Beauty and the Beast, or like Disney stuff. Like there's Disney adult, and then there's like, oh, that's really nice. Like that's a nice callback. So here, Pandora, Beauty and the Beast set. Oh, that's awesome. Wait. If this is the one. Where's Beauty and the Beast? Yes, that is awesome. Oh, I love the little chandelier. Here, everybody, I will put this on stream, because I think this is pretty good. Here it is. Or at least here's 2 of them, from what I understand. I think this is very nice. Because if you aren't a fan of the chandelier, or not the candelabra, or whatever his name is, you can just take it off. I like it a lot. This is very nice. I rate that highly. Dio. Good job. I especially love the ring. I feel like it's pretty great. Good stuff. Necklace with the same. Okay, gotcha. That's what. Huge. That's fancy. That's nice. That's really nice. Let me look at the price. Damn, Dio. Where's my Valentine's present? Oh my goodness. Wow. That's awesome though. That's awesome. Good stuff. I hope she enjoys it. I hope you two have a wonderful Valentine's Day. That's awesome. That's gonna kill. That's gonna be awesome. Are you planning to go out to eat anywhere, or are you gonna stay at home? All that good stuff. Wow, that is very nice though. Let's see. So we have a lot here, but we'll start from what we know. Yipes. 3/8. I wrote 5/8 right there for some odd reason too. We had some measurement changes. Have a day planned. Awesome stuff. I'll be munching on my bundt cake. Let's see. This is a lot of smaller measurements. Makes it difficult. Where's that 1/3? Why did I say 1/3? Oh, it's 1/3 from the bottom, but 2/3 from the top. That's how math works. So we could decide how we want to do that. We also have 1/3 and 1/12. We'll do the 1/3 and then do the 12th, because I feel like we can reduce for that. So this piano, this freaking like tempo change on the piano is pissing me off. I have to go to the next song. I'm sorry. Like, the tempo change was just stressing me out. Am I weird for that? Probably. So yeah, we're just finding the intersection with the diagonals. Nothing too crazy. Did I wobble right there? I did. What's the point of using a ruler if I'm just gonna wobble like that? Dude. Whatever. That kind of upsets me. I'm not gonna fix it, because that'll just darken the line, but... Come on, Cav. How's my day? It was a bit rough, but we're here now. I wanted it to be a calm and fun and nice day. I was drawing for a little bit, and then I realized I had a bunch of work I had to do. And I also realized I made a mistake in an email, which caused some issues, but there's been worse days, and I need to be better about not letting one thing ruin my entire day. Streaming has been awesome. I'm gonna probably hang out with some friends after this. Eat my bundt cake. Oh, that's gonna be so awesome. Just chill. And I hope the rest of my day is that good. So yeah, we're gonna be doing the same thing here. Why don't you ask somebody for Valentine's? Because it's not the right time. Not yet. I'm a very busy person, and I think when it comes to relationships, I want whoever that person is to like really have all of my time that they want. It is very important to me that work and art, okay, maybe art may be on the same priority. I don't know, because that's like prioritizing my own health, right? Um, but it's imperative that that person has a higher priority to me than work, than school, than a lot of things. And so I want to be able to dedicate that to them. And right now I'm not in a stable enough, like economically. Like I need a job. I need to focus on those things. I plan on becoming a software engineer. In fact, there's a job I really, really want. I'm in the second rounds of interviews for. That's why I've been so stressed about studying for that technical interview. This is, I'm not going to say a dream job, but it's really close. And I would consider myself an extremely lucky person if I was able to get it this soon. I just drew the wrong line. Oops. Cash. I won't be making cash at the job I want, but it's definitely, yeah, it's definitely money for sure. Right now the field is looking a little bit rough for payment. I really wish I could be like, oh yeah, we make so much money. Sadly, not really, or at least not right now from the stuff I'm seeing. Yeah, I drew the wrong line. Darn. I have to stand on business. Yeah, this isn't my first job. I used to be a waiter, server, which was a good job, but did not pay at all. Yeah, it was okay. But yeah, as like my first technical job would be this one, and man, guys, you will not hear me shut up about it if I do get it, but literally a coin toss right now. The technical interview is my weakest part. But hey, here's to trying, right? I won't get better at technical interviews until I fail a couple, so. stretch. I will do that in a second. But yeah, I don't try to talk about job search too much on stream. I talk about it from time to time when it's relevant, but I know it can like stress people out. The job censorship, like not even like assuming people are like anti work, like bleh, no. Yeah, I thought I did this wrong for a second, so I was freaking out. That and then that to true diagonal. True diagonal? Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. Uh, and then to true diagonal. So confused. Shitting my pants at the sound of jobs. You're nervous for tomorrow? Dio, you got it. Don't you worry about it. I'm gonna make a large, bold claim here, but I think that person likes you for you and not the fancy stuff that you buy. Sure, things can obviously go wrong. That's how life works, but I have a feeling. Sure, it's uninformed and childish, but I have a feeling. If that's how it works. True. And that starts with a good night of sleep. I didn't do this wrong. Yay. That. So, boom, right here. And boom, right here. 5-bit booms, guys. Do you think I could sleep with these nerves? Count some sheep? Well, you did come to the right stream for putting people to sleep, I will say that. Do you think your partner's nervous at all? Why did I draw that line up there? I didn't need to. We may go a little bit over time so I can finish this today. Yes. Should we do sad songs? Everybody, how would we feel if Kavel played some sad songs right now? Okay, my sad songs, I was told by a friend this recently. They're not totally sad songs, they're just hopeful. I'd be cool with I like that music. Cause my go-to song when I'm upset is Retrograde by James Blake. I'll go off a list right now. A lot of them, if it's like romance sad, then I'm going to Joji. Dandelions by Ruth B. That sounds familiar. Let's see. Little Love by Aaron. Boat Song by Woodkid. Perfect Day by Low Reed. And then In Your Likeness by Woodkid is hopeful. It's very hopeful. Those are probably like my top picks, or at least what I've been listening to. If I'm really upset, like nuclear, I listen to The Silent Sound of the Stars Inside the Lid. And that one is rough. That's ambient. There's a song in there called A Hymn for Dying Mothers or something like that. And dude, that one kills me. Looping. Okay, I'm sorry, but we're listening to Past Won't Leave My Bed. That one's also in there. But we're playing it. I'm sorry. It's just my favorite song right now. It's so good. And here, wait, we're gonna play a sample of A silent sound of stars inside the lid. I think that's it. Here, let me. It's a weird stars of the lid. The tired sound of the stars inside the lid. It's ambient 2001. Dude, this one hurts. Like physically hurts. I don't know how to describe it. Where is it? Where is? Oh yeah, Requiem for Dying Mothers. This is what it sounds like. This is what it sounds like. This. We're gonna cut just into the middle here. That's max volume. Very complicated, very good album. I love it. Some of them aren't as making me sad, but listening to that when you're in a really bad mood, ooh, that's heavy stuff. But we're gonna do "Past Won't Leave My Bed." It's such a good song. Okay. No, play it. What? Give. We're turning up the volume for this. I love this song. This is my favorite movie. This is my favorite music video of all time. Entirely. 100%. Entirely. We're gonna play. Let's do some. We'll do Little Love, and then Boat Song. I especially like Woodkid for those reasons. I'm not. I'm gonna be bitter or a bit bitter. Should be a normal day for me. This is a really fun one to sing to as well. Epic song. Next up is Retrograde by James Blake. Retrograde. I should probably cue these things. I'm kind of making the decisions as we go. This is my go-to, my number one, my ride or die. This one's hopeful though, so get ready. That was Retrograde by James Blake, my number one. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm not a huge fan of the rest of the album. Hot take. Do Perfect Days now. Bears should know this one. Oh. God, I'm just remembering that scene at the end, man. Oh. My goat. Amazing song. Some people speculate as the meaning of this, and most I've read, people think it's about his drug abuse. Weekender lyrics like "Weekenders on our own," or "You just keep me going on." So most people think it's that. I've seen contention, and at the end of the day, we don't really know what it's about because that's Lou Reed, and he never talked about it. Uh, what's next? Let's do "Boat Song" by Woodkid. For those who know, Woodkid made the very very popular song "Run Boy Run," and a personal favorite of mine, minus 31, minus 71. I can't remember the name of it. Minus 61. Minus 61. It actually featured recently in Death Stranding 2. It's one of those like hard door songs. I don't know how to describe it, but anyways. Alrighty. Have a good one, Bear. Thank you for stopping by. I do not know what to play next. Nice. So that was Boat Song. I don't know what to do for the next one. We could. Oh, here we go. Low Roar. Low Roar is always a good pick. Still following now in the it's called Death Stranding music vibes. We'll call it there once we're done with this, which we just needed to divvy up this into halves. Nice. There we go. Cool, cool. Our ortho has been finished. Wow. We're ready. I don't know if we're ready. We just have to remember to fix this on the actual thing. I guess we don't have to be so serious. Oh, that sounds like the Joker thing. Oh, God. Why so? No, I'm not doing it. Anyways, thank you all for joining me tonight. It's been an awesome stream. A lot of good stuff, a lot of good music, and we should actually probably turn it down a little bit. But yeah, so we're going to be streaming every day. Typical schedule. You know the drill. Nothing really much to add. We're going to start with our actual construction very soon, and I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.